Hi, a pleasant day to everyone. I'm Joria B. Guaybar.
And I am Quindy Joy Alsurao, and we are the reporter number 5. The first part of our discussion is about supply network design. No operations exist in isolation. Every operation is a part of larger and interconnected network of other operations. Here are the key questions to ponder for this discussion. First, why should an organization take a total supply network perspective? Second, what is involved in configuring a supply network? Third, where should an operation be located? And lastly, what are the factors that influences the supply side and the demand side? The supply network perspective. Supply network perspective means setting an operation in the context of all the other operations with which it interacts, some of which are its suppliers and its customers. Materials, parts, other information, ideas, and sometimes people all flow through the network of customer-supplier relationships formed by all these operations. The suppliers and customers who have direct contact with an operation are called immediate supply network, whereas all the operations which form the network of suppliers, and customers, etc. is called total supply network. Why consider the whole supply network? There are 3 important reasons for taking a supply network perspective. First, it helps an understanding of competitiveness. Second, it helps identify links in the network. And lastly, it helps focus on long-term issues. As operation principle stated, a supply network perspective helps to make sense of competition, relationship, and long-term operation issues. Design decisions and supply networks. There are 3 decisions to consider in designing a supply network. First, how should the network be configured? Second, where should each part of the network be located, or the location decision? And lastly, what physical capacity should each part of the network have? The long-term capacity management decision. Outsourcing and offshoring. Outsourcing means deciding to buy in products or services rather than perform the activities in-house. Offshoring means obtaining products and services from operations that are based outside one's own country. Location plays a vital role for every retailing business. Here are the reasons for location decisions. First, changes in demands. Second, changes in supplies. Third, expansion purposes. And lastly, depletion of basic input. The objective of the location decision. The aim of the location decision is to achieve balance between 3 related objectives. First, spatially variable cost of the operation. Spatially variable means that something changes with a geographical location. And second, the service of the operation is able to provide to its customers. And lastly, the revenue potential of the operation. Now let's proceed to the factors that influences the supply side and the demand side. For the supply side, we have labor cost, land cost, energy cost, transportation cost, and community factors. For the demand side, we have labor skills, sustainability of the site itself, and convenience for customers.
Layout and flow. Chapter coverage. Basic layout types. Selecting a layout type. Detailed design a layout. First and foremost, we need to know what is layout. The layout of an operation is concerned with the physical location of its transforming resources. That is deciding where to put the facilities, machines, equipment, and staff in the operation. There are 4 layout types. The first one is fixed position layout. The second one is process layout, and the third one is cell layout, and the last one is product layout. To continue, allow me to discuss these 4 layout types. So first is fixed position layout. In a fixed position layout, the transformed resource does not move between its transforming resources. Equipment, machinery, plant and people who do the processing move as necessary because the product or customer is either too large, too delicate, or objects being moved. So, this is an example of fixed position layout. A restaurant complex with all 4 basic layout types. As we can see in the chart, there is the red line or the red arrow there as the line layout cafeteria, and the other one is cell layout buffet, and the other one also is fixed position layout service restaurant. The second layout types is process layout. In a process layout, similar process with similar needs are located together because it is convenient to group them together or the utilization of the transforming resource is improved. Different products of customer have different requirements, therefore they may take different routes within the process. The flow in a process layout can be very complex. The third layout type is cell layout. In a cell layout, the transformed resources entering the operation move into a cell in which all the transforming resources it requires are located. After being processed in the cell, the transformed resource may move to a different cell in the operation, or it may be a finished product or service. Each cell may be arranged in either or process or product layout. The cell type layout attempts to bring order to the complex flow seen in a process layout. And the last layout types is product layout. In a product layout, the transformed resource flow along a line of process that has been pre-arranged. Flow is clear, predictable, and easy to control. For further understanding, we need to know what type of layout should an operation choose. So, the importance of flow to an operation will depend on its volume and variety characteristics. Volume variety relationship. From low variety to high variety, the result to flow is intermittent. And also from low volume to high volume, the result to flow becomes continuous. Selecting a layout type. Advantages and disadvantages. Fixed position layout. Very high product and mixed flexibility. Product customer not move high variety of tasks for its staff. Very high unit cost. Scheduling space and activities can be difficult. Functional layout. High product and mixed flexibility. Relatively robust in the case of disruptions. Easy to supervise. Low utilization can have very high work in progress, complex flow. Cell layout can give good compromise, fast throughout, group work can result in a good motivation. Can be costly to rearrange existing layout. Can need more plan. Product layout. Low unit cost for high volume. Opportunities for specialization of equipment. Can have low mix flexibility. Not very robust in the case of disruptions. Work can very repetitive. Detailed design techniques. Fixed position. Resource location analysis. Functional layout. Flow charts and relationship charts. Cell layout. Product flow analysis. Product layout. Assembly line balancing technique. Again, we are the Group 5 reporter. Thank you for watching and listening.